They say that what happened in this situation is the extreme. Evictions take months to process, and they're normally settled in mediation or even in court. Hardly ever does it escalate to what we saw Monday, a deputy being shot.
There was just a swarm of sirens and people and police, and there was SWAT running with the shields.
There is a long checklist before sheriff deputies are tasked with a court-ordered eviction.
The vast majority of the time, it never goes that far. The eviction proceedings has different pressure relief points, of which the issue is resolved before a sheriff arrives.
The Rental Housing Association for the state of Washington says evictions have become very lengthy and costly court cases for landlords, whether a person has fallen behind or has behavior issues. Generally, notices have to be posted. You have 14 to 30 days to make good. There's payment options and many steps a landlord has to take before heading to court. If it gets to that point, the tenant is given an attorney at no cost, according to legislation. In the off chance the judge has made the rulings, the landlord has posted all notices, and the renter has not moved out, a writ of restitution is signed, letting the renter know legally they have to move out.
The sheriff will take this document and go post it to the resident's dorm and let them know that they have at least 3 court days before they can be removed from the property.
Landlord attorney Ryan Weatherstone says this basically tells the renter they're on a time crunch and have to move out quickly, as deputies can return any day after that.
Now, in most counties, the sheriff will not disclose the date of the physical eviction. And there are valid reasons for that. Number one, I think, is what we saw earlier this week, is we don't want a tenant to be able to ambush a sheriff's officer.
It is very, very difficult to know which one is going to be the extreme minority and not, which is why the law requires the sheriff to do the physical eviction.
While some say Monday's incident is the extreme outlier in these situations, the King County 211 hotline has seen an increase in rent assistance and eviction protection calls over the last few years.
Yeah, it's absolutely an alarming amount. I think a lot of it has to do with the lingering impacts of COVID. And of course, inflation. The cost of living is just really drastically increasing.
The Rental Housing Association says they've proposed legislation to help those struggling with rent. The bill was not heard in committee, something they say they're now looking forward to next year with new ideas.
Imagine if when sheriff deputies went out to serve writs of restitution, there was a mental health counselor that went along. That is an idea that could have been proposed.
Both attorneys and housing officials agree something needs to be done to help people struggling to pay their rent and to help landlords as well to prevent evictions. Right now, funding is still available for those who qualify. Back to you.